Hello, my YouTube family there. How is everyone doing? Welcome back to AG Chapter 13. I hope that you're all doing good, keeping safe, taking care of yourself and your family. So thank you so much everyone who watched my previous videos, and a couple of my videos have reached around 100 views, and I'm very thankful and happy for that, because it is something that I did not expect, and I hope that more people are going to watch those videos and the videos that will be coming in the future. Shall we start? The last video, if you remember, we were discussing about focusing, right? You remember, focusing on your aim as well as focusing on your pathway, the route map. If you remember, I had drawn a triangle and things like that, and I have showed you a route map. So if you have not watched, those who are watching this video for the first time, I will put the link to the previous video down in the descriptions, okay? Or I might put it somewhere here or here at the end of this video. So those who have not watched it, I have a humble request: please do watch, please do like, please do comment what you feel about it, whether you could relate to any of those things what I was speaking about. So the COVID situation, right? So let's begin from there. Everybody is going through a pretty rough time. I know that. I'm also going through it, and we need to adapt, isn't it? That is what human beings do. We adapt to the situations that come in front of us. So here also, all of us are going to adapt into a new normal. What does this actually teach you? It teaches you that things do not remain the same. There is a change, and change is the law of nature. And we as human beings are fully adaptable to any change that happens in the nature. Biggest takeaway that the pandemic has given us is that we need to change our ways, we need to mend our ways. Okay, we need to take care of ourselves. At the same time, we should keep ourselves healthy, and we should be ready to face anything, God forbidden, similar happening in the future. Okay, we all, from the time we are born into this world, we all come like empty, blank mindsets. Now, when I say that, this might be a very controversial topic. There might be people bombarding me with all sorts of statements and things like that. But what I am trying to tell you is the experience of my life. It is my story. It is what I have understood from the life. We all are have been programmed. Yeah, I think that will be the best word to be used. We all have been programmed that from this age to this age you should be doing this, from this age to this age you'll be doing X, and then from that to this you'll be doing something else. So all that sometimes need to be reset. If you do what you really want to do, success can come to you. You only need to be committed and dedicated to that one point to do what you really want to do. So there are so many things that tell you you're not supposed to do this, you're not supposed to do that. Like so many people in my life, I'll tell you, more than 95%, or let's even say 98% of people who I've met in my life always have told me, no, you cannot do this, you cannot do that, you're spoiling your future. But I did what I really want to do. Now, why was that? Because I needed to convince myself, I needed to be clear for myself, and have a responsibility towards myself first. I'm not talking about being selfish here. I'm talking about how I am ready to take charge of my thoughts and of my emotions and of myself. I want to be responsible for myself. I don't want anybody else to take up that responsibility, because in that way I'll not be living my life. I'll be living the life that somebody else has charted for me, which I do not think is a good way to live your life. And that is where all the conflicts start. Life was set like it's been said, at this age you enter the school, and at this age you exit your school, then your high school starts, then you start to go to college, to university, and then finally you land up in a perfect job, and then you get married and children, and then all these things. So there was like a route map which was already preset for us by our the society. But what happens when things are like preset for you, and whether you like it or not, you have to go through this. A very important aspect of human life is learning process. It definitely becomes boring. You should have a mindset. You should be ready to learn, to unlearn, and to relearn. So if you're not ready to do this, life is going to be very difficult. Because what I've understood from my life is, there are at times when I had to learn new things, and I had to unlearn what I have learned and then relearn. It disturbed me for the first time when I did it. Definitely you unlearning, it's not that easy. But then I understood I'm getting to view a particular point from different angles and from different perspectives, probably which I did not do in the past, let's say around some like 10 years back or something like that. So when I started to view things from a different angle, life became more colorful, life became more convincing, and life became it literally stopped boring me, because every day was an adventure for me. I was learning new things, and I say that learning new things, I read a lot of books, and I don't read everything related to what I have studied, or anything that interests me today. I might be reading a paper on, let's say, nanotechnology, or I might be reading on about quantum physics, or maybe I'm reading a paper on chemistry, on mechanical engineering, or maybe on material sciences. So whatever comes across, I just read. And I'm not trying to be hard things, but I felt when I read from different pages, different perspectives, a lot of changes are happening in my thought process. That's the best part. When you read from different topics, from different fields, what happens is that your thought process changes. So I would suggest that read whatever you want to read. Just read. Maybe it's a comic book, or maybe it's a fiction, maybe it's a book on personality development, maybe it's a book on psychology or subconscious mind, or maybe it's a book on corporate structure, maybe a book on management. Whatever it is, pick up a book and start reading. I know it's not easy when I say that, because there are many people who complain I cannot read, it's difficult. Come on, AJ, it's not happening. After reading a couple of pages, I just don't go back to the book. No, you have to do that deliberately. I think I'll wrap up my session for the day. So peace out. Take care of yourself, take care of your family, of your friends and your colleagues, and we need each other, and we will meet in the next video. Bye.